Hey, good evening. How are you? So, if you don't know me already, I'm Lisa. I help busy women to earn money online from online businesses. I wanted to talk to you tonight about my four top tips for avoiding burnout when you start your online business. Because if you know a little bit about me, you'll know I work full time. You know, I've got two boys, so the life is a little bit hectic. So that's the place that I'm coming at you from, is like busy mum life. So my first tip when you are launching a brand new business, my first tip from when I started is to set yourself a schedule and work hours, because something that I learned quite early on is that you're so excited to be starting something new that you can get too hyper focused in what you're doing. Like, I was literally working my business all the time in between, you know, like from the minute I got up, all of my lunch hour, all of the evening when the kids were in bed, I was just constantly available. And that can be the first thing that, hey Catherine, that can be the first way you're going to hit burnout, because you're just never stopping. It was really hard for me, but I did get to a point where I was like just feeling mentally exhausted, and I was like, right, what can I do? I mean, it is very important when you're launching an online business to be dedicated and be accountable and be doing the things you need to do to grow your business, but your self-care is also really important. So I would recommend, even if you're right at the beginning of your business now, is to set a schedule. Now, your schedule doesn't need to be set in stone, and I wouldn't even recommend that it is, because like my life, every day is different. With a full-time job and two kids, every day is different. But I have like a loose schedule, so I know like first thing in the morning is perfect for me because I'm full of energy. It's my best energy time. I've got to get ready for work and put my makeup on and take my collagen so that I've got energy and stuff like that. So like first thing in the morning is perfect for me to do like half an hour, do a live, come and talk to everybody. I also know that I get an hour for lunch, that I don't need the whole hour. So I set myself, half of it is going to be for my business and half of it is going to be for me. I used to in the beginning work the whole hour, but that's not good for you. You need some time as well. So I take half an hour of my lunch for my business and half for me. And then in the evening again, I make sure that obviously the kids get some of my good energy and attention. And then once they're in bed, I might do 1 or 2 hours in the evening, depending on what I've got on. But that was a big thing for me, just having that bit of a plan so that you're not just doing it all the time in every spare minute that you've got, because you will reach a point where you'll just feel mentally exhausted. You'll think, why on earth am I even doing this? You'll just feel drained, and that can lead you to like thinking, why am I even doing this? Should I quit? And it's not, it's just because you're overwhelming yourself. So yeah, set a schedule and take some time for you. That leads me on to point 2, which is take a break. Yes, work hard. Yes, everyone is excited when they launch a business. Everybody wants you to succeed. You know, like, it's great to work hard, but reward yourself. You know, like if you've launched a business and you're in your first month, why not work 30 days straight and then think to yourself, I'm going to have a weekend off? You know, like treat yourself to like incremental rewards, even if they're only smaller ones, because I feel like when I take a day off social media and I go and do something that I love, it might just be like a walk in the woods or something with the kids. But this is when I remember, like it might be a spa day, it might be something out with the girls. These are the times when you're in that joy because you're doing something that you love. I feel like that's when you remember why you're doing your business in the first place. You know, like you're having these good times and you know that your business is going to give you the opportunity for more of that, because ultimately the end goal is that financial freedom, isn't it? You know, like that option to be able to have and do more things. So it's super important when you're building your business to take those breaks and give yourself those mini rewards, because then you can remember why you're doing it. I always feel like more grateful when I have those little breaks. I feel re-energized. And I also then feel really excited to get stuck back into work, because I'm like, that was amazing. I need more of that. So let me get into work mode again. Number 3 top tip is turning your business notifications off in your downtime. Now, this is something I personally found super, super hard because my business is not just in the UK, it's in different countries as well. So what I found is that when I've got my business notifications on all of the time, you feel compelled to, it's like human instinct to check when you can see a notification on your phone is to check it. And I could hear my phone buzzing like when I gone to bed. So it was really important for me to go, it's absolutely fine. People understand that you're on a different time zone. They know you're going to get back to them when you wake up. Turn your notifications off because you get like a higher quality downtime if your notifications are off. I even go one step further in the evenings. Like once I've done my little business couple of hours in the evenings, I'll put my phone in another room because I know what I'm like. I'm so tempted to keep like turning the phone over and checking, and you don't get that high quality sort of optimal like me time. Do you know what I mean? It's not quality if you keep checking your phone. I've kind of like, I used to think, oh, I'm only checking it. It only takes a couple of minutes. But I started to notice that my kids, I'd go on days out and I'd constantly just keep having a quick look. I didn't think I was interrupting the day. And I would have my kids saying things to me like, you're always looking at your phone. You're not even listening to me. And I was like, oh my God, I really am listening to you. But if you're looking at your phone, it doesn't look like you're listening. It doesn't feel like you're listening. So yeah, turn them notifications off. And tip number 4 would be to really focus on your core activities to optimize your business. So if you know that your core activities that are going to build your business, try and get it to 4 or 5 things. Because what can happen is when you're building a business, you're learning all kinds of different things. You're learning all about social media, you're learning all about branding, you're learning all about your products, you're learning all the stuff. And sometimes what can happen is that you can get too caught up in the learning and not actually doing anything to move your business forward. The other thing that can happen is that you can go onto social media thinking, I'll create a piece of content, and you get caught up in the social media scroll hole. So when you've got I call it a DMO, like a daily method of operation, and it's basically a checklist. So I am a bit of a list freak. If you're a busy mum, I don't know if you let me know in the comments if you like a list. I run my whole life on lists. Like my phone even tells me which bin is due out on what day, where to pick the kids up from, where to drop them off from. And my business is the same. I know I need to do 5 activities that will grow my business. It'll grow my customer base. It'll grow my team. It will create more income. Those 5 things. What I don't want to do is get onto TikTok to create a reel and then scroll for an hour and a half, because that is not doing my brain any good. It's not actually growing my business. But the DMO, the checklist of the core activities, I know, if it's business time, get on and get those 5 things done. And then if you've got some time after that and you want to go and get some inspiration and scroll, you can do that after. So yeah, I hope that helped. Those are my 4 tips for, reducing the chance of that overwhelm. And remembering why you're doing it in the first place. Hey Trisha, hey Zukayla, hey Sarah, good evening. Is everybody ready for Christmas, by the way? Are you all done? I've wrapped my last one tonight. So I came home from work, I've done a little bit of work on the business, and I've wrapped the final one. But I've got that weird feeling, like when you think you forgot. This is why the lists are amazing. Right, ladies, I'm going to let you go. If anybody does want any more information on the business that I do, please feel free to just drop a purple heart in the comments and I'll reach out and get some information over to you. But have an amazing evening. I hope you all have the most amazing Christmas with your families. It's just such a wonderful time of year. I hope you have an amazing time. Hope you have a lovely new year as well. So big love from me. See you soon.